Information technology has lagged behind society's skyrocketing need to control and secure data. Information is growing exponentially, and our demands for control and oversight continue to develop rapidly. Efforts to create or improve the current paradigms are fractured and have failed to reach the tipping point of the maturity cycle necessary to catch up. We have failed. It's time we shed our entrenched and archaic ways to leap forward, revolutionize how data is protected and managed. The confluence of changes in our culture's expectations of data demand we succeed. A revolution in data security is coming. We can either lead or be trampled by it. The world is demanding more control, security, oversight, and awareness of where our data is and how it's being used. This includes information generated and processed at work, as well as our own personal information, including financial, health, and privacy data. As a society, we are just starting down the road to explore data loss prevention issues, privacy expectations, digital rights management, and electronic discovery requirements. Additionally, we're just beginning to understand the vast, hidden, and expanding world of data breaches, identity theft, user profiling, and online victimization. Intellectual property controls are more important than ever to businesses in the information age, and the social networking phenomenon is opening our eyes to the need for better security and management of individuals' data and the systems which control it. Yet, the current behaviors, tools, and infrastructure is vastly insufficient for what we need today, and the gap is increasing, leading to a critical failure point in every way for what will be needed a decade from now. As fast as technology evolves, it simply cannot keep pace, given the confines of current structures. We will be left with a snarl of vague and unrealistic regulations, unsatisfied community demands, incompatible point solutions, and tools which can't scale, an entire generation of information victims. A radical change is needed. Now, history will not be kind to our generation. We will be seen as the originators of vast data streams with little ability and foresight to secure or control it. We create an ocean of information, yet establish virtually no mechanisms to manage it. Basically, we manage data poorly. If I create a document today and email it to a coworker, I essentially surrender almost all control. In a week's time, I will have virtually no idea who has seen it, how many copies exist, how long it will stay buried on storage devices, or what modifications have been made to it. I have no control to update the copies, control the access, or revoke the files. Chances are good that after a year, I will likely lose it myself or forget the content. It is terribly inefficient and represents poor overall management of data. It is both a technical and behavioral problem. The personal computer revolution has bestowed the tools to easily create and store data. The pervasiveness of the internet established the unprecedented ability to share and disseminate information. The natural limitations of pen and paper generations supported modest but adequate physical management solutions. The creation, distribution, and control were tangible and restricted to local resources. Our newfound ability to generate and distribute information has not been coupled with equitable management solutions. Caught in the euphoria of new freedoms, we have ignored the capabilities to control and secure. The shortcomings of technology have been tolerated due to an apathetic and disjointed demand from society. We have failed as consumers to recognize the importance of our data and the deficiencies in the realization of how it should be easily managed. How poorly do we manage our data? Consider the following. We don't track who creates files and who owns them. Rarely do we consider a file should be secured or how. We don't take steps to determine who should access, view, or edit files and where they can be stored. Destroying data after it's no longer useful is a foreign concept to us, as is who should be responsible for that destruction and when. We don't understand who, at any given time, has possession of our data and how to effectively recall it. We have little insight to data content. We rely on shortened, sometimes cryptic file names to give clues, but essentially we don't really, truly understand the contents in a meaningful way. Sharing data is mostly ad hoc for specific files or locations, with little thought of content or other security factors which should be considered. In summary, we are poor custodians of data. In fact, people keep better track of the clothes in their closet than the information assets they create every day. I would wager you know where your clothes are, which are clean and which are soiled, and you have designated places for both. You regularly maintain your wardrobe by cleaning, pressing, matching, folding, and storing clothes in an organized manner. Items are added, minor repairs made, and eventually clothes are purged when they're no longer fit, are outdated, or simply not needed. You plan, you may budget for new clothes that are required, and depending on your age and habits, you may even have your name on them for ownership identification. You organize your closet for easy searching, and you know which articles have been loaned out and to whom. For important items, you would likely detect if they went missing, and probably have a good idea of the likely suspects as you know and control who has access. So why do we do such a good job at managing our clothes, yet such a miserable job at managing our data? People have not yet put the mental pieces together, but they will. When they do, they will demand technology deliver a solution. Change is coming. The underlying community, regulatory, and behavioral factors are present and becoming more prevalent. The information technology and security industries must escape this facade and false hope of small improvements and truly revolutionize how data is secured and managed. This can only be accomplished with aligned industry partnership, a realization of necessity, commitment to user efficiency, common technical standards, and most importantly, a shared strategy. It is possible. Now is the time to think, discuss, and plan. For more details on what I see as the problem, progress, and ideas for solutions, read my blog, Time for a Data Security Revolution. And I welcome you to share your ideas, contribute, and be part of the solution. Thank you for listening. This is Matthew Rosenquist. You can catch all of my rantings, blogs, white papers, and videos at communities.intel.com. Search on the keyword security.